On this episode, Real Talk with Melissa Berrien speaks on being a wife to a military soldier. Listen to what she has to say. I got my sister.
What are we talking about? I'm
Oh,
sorry, I'm walking in late. I just got off my own live, so I saw
oh,
that you were
okay.
live. So yeah,
Hi,
catch me up a little bit.
Melissa.
Hey.
Well, we had Candid Ann is on. She's just trying to get herself back together.
Okay.
Um, I would say for you, it would be more or less of here you are, wife,
Mm-hmm.
and really trying to be the strength of a black man in America who's dealing with all the foolishness of a lot of women who look at him, don't know he's a veteran, don't know that he's retired, don't know that this man was willing to fight and die so that you can open your mouth. And the best you can do is to tell him that he ain't nothing, he's a dusty, he's a this, he's a that. Candid
Wow.
Ann broke down, and I needed her to know that certain powerful men that was in this chat tonight. I'm people don't know who certain people was
Right.
in my chat. They don't
Okay.
know who
Okay.
they were.
Got you.
So for them to hear her, and it's
Right.
like Candid Ann, that's the black woman these men has been looking for.
Yes.
And these
No.
women is worrying about Birkin bags, houses, you know,
Oh Lord, have mercy.
and it's
Yeah.
like, no, you the wife that these men need. You're the voice these men need. Just
Yeah.
got finished chasing out. What's that other chick? They done chased out of here talking about we buy products and oh, see, don't worry.
Okay.
I gotta send it to you in the back channel.
Okay.
But that's where it is. And I needed Candid Ann to know you can stand in the men's space and let men know.
Yeah.
But you also need to stand in the women's space and say, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Are you really built to be a wife?
You
Or
know,
you just trying to
it sometimes it
get
feels like you are speaking to people that aren't listening, right? Because a lot of times it seems like those type of women, they're getting to play, they're on Instagram. It seems so polarized, so that people like Candid and Miss B Finesse, those of us that are normal, dare I say, or just trying to be about loving a man,
Right.
it's like it's not what's sensationalized, it's not what's popularized, so it
Right.
appears as if we are an anomaly. But if I take Candid Ann's circle, she can branch out and say this friend, that friend, so she can count at least 10 other women that love men and know how to love on men. Same thing with me. So as we take each other and we can count and say, okay, she has 10 to 50 sisters. It's who you surround yourself with, is what I'm trying to say.
yeah.
And then what you're allowing to be on your timeline. When I see about the foolishness, I'm taking it off. Like, I'm so sick of that's a whole nother story. But we're more than our backside. There's
Right.
more to
Yes.
us than twerking
Yes.
and
Yes.
titties. Like,
Yes.
come on, y'all.
Yeah.
And so, Melissa, do you have anything that you want to share in regards to this topic about, loving a man, and especially, I guess, this notion of being feminine while still having to carry the weight, and
Yeah.
how that works out and the nuances of that?
I like the way Miss B put it. You said it was like riding a bike, Miss B.
Yeah, that
But for
was
me, I
cool.
often say it's a dance. It's a beautiful dance, and I
I like
think
that.
that one of the dangers, or I don't know, it is, for lack of a better word, dangerous. I celebrate my strength. I love the fact that I'm strong. I love the fact that this is not an easy feat, and I pat myself on the back. My husband had a 20 plus year career as a military member, as a soldier, over 12 deployments. I have so many war stories of my own, not even his, including having children and he was not there, including having kids and he coming back and they're a year old and they don't know him per se. Oh, I got some stories. But it
Wow.
took a level of strength for him to always leave and know house was always okay. He didn't get a Dear John leather. He didn't get a letter saying things were shut off, or, you know, where I did see some of my counterparts absolutely lose it, could not keep it together from jump. And so in that, I think about just being a woman and what our bodies are able to do. That is just mind blowing to me, that we can create humans. We can, I mean, the things that we do like clockwork. So I think that the strength is there for a reason. And I want to celebrate that. But I also think about a dance partner. And I think about how both dancers, it takes strength to be a dancer. Those legs are toned. I mean, that female, he can lift her up, and there's some way that he's able to lift her up, but she's still able to look graceful. But we know technically she probably can lift him up, right? So I think of it as a dance. It's just knowing, even in my strength, you know, just as a quick story, even in me running my household, my husband's deployed. I remember, I'm telling my age, our kids were much little, and my soldier bank account was on. Anyway,
Melissa, real quickly, I know what you meant. Can you explain to the ladies on the panel as well as the chat what a Dear John letter is?
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah.
oh, Candidate knows what.
Yeah, I
Not
know.
from the
Okay.
military.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't there a show that started off with Dear
Yeah,
John?
Dear
Wasn't there a
John.
show back in the day? Yeah.
Yeah, but in the military, the connotation is a lot of times, you know, soldiers will go downrange. Well, they'll get deployed and they'll be away, and the wives will play. And that is very common. And they will end up getting what's known as a Dear John letter. And basically, sorry you're gone, but I won't be here when you get back type
Oh,
thing.
there's some kind of feedback happening.
I
Tiana, I
got it.
think. Oh,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
no, not
Okay.
Tiana.
Sorry. Mhm.
But to speak to my husband's strength and his presence in our home, even as I was, you know, turning the wheel and keeping things going, my kids were little, and he would be deployed. And this was back in the AOL days. And I'm sure it would be the same over Zoom and everything. And if they were misbehaving, he would call them to that computer, and they would be, we laugh about it now. We would be on like how AOL would pop up, and they'd be FaceTiming. Literally, sometime he'll be typing, "Do you want me to come home right now?" No, sir. Like he had that presence and that
Still the
command.
man.
Yes.
That's right.
So even they don't always have to be there, because there's different situations, truckers, military, it doesn't matter. It's just a presence. It's a but like you
Respect.
said, it's the respect. And the other thing I wanted to say reminded me of the purses and everything. I always tell people, you know, we've been married over 24 years. And so I think about the ceremony, I think about the ring, I think about all this stuff, and all the things that people are saying are so important right now. But I also think about our good times, our bad times, the hills and the mountains. And I'm telling you, no amount of shoes, clothes, I didn't think none of that mattered. And I mean, I've dealt with him at Walter Reed. Like, I have some stories. So when that happened, I had to drop everything in that moment so that I can meet the medevac. My Gucci purse, what he can buy me, what I bought him, none of that mattered in that moment. And you can say the same thing, you know, with you want your spouse there, you want your loved one there. These things don't matter. And so to have these narratives be said that, you know, high value, some of that stuff just makes me itch, because I'm like, when times get tough, you want a mature woman, you want a loving woman, you want a woman that can take care of business, a woman that knows how to read NDAs and all this other stuff, you know, whatever. So anyway, that was the things that I was thinking about. Somebody says the military, but no, that's what I wanted to add. Those are the thoughts that came to my mind. Just makes my foot itch.
Yeah,
Yes.
the funny thing for me is I don't have a problem. I think it's positive that men step into their own and become the best version of themselves.
Absolutely.
And if that means making more money or focusing on being better, I'm all fine with that. My only slight issue is that when that is the main part of the
Yes.
conversation,
Oh yeah.
and we
Yeah.
don't talk about how much more value you
Yeah.
bring outside of the wallet, you know,
Agreed.
that's my
Agreed.
only little contention with that, because Black men in my life mean so much more to me than money.
Then money.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
know,
Let me.
that's all.
Definitely.
I'm gonna share this.